Hi everyone, it is your girl Paige. Welcome to my pick a card video. This is going to be how does he or how does she view you. So you're curious to know how they see you, what qualities do they see in you, your personality. So from their perspective, how do they view you as a person? This is not so much how they're viewing the connection between the two of you, just like if you're curious about to know like how someone views you. I do want to stick to romantic though. I mean, this could be about a friendship or like a family member, but there may be some love references. So this is usually about crushes or you're dating someone or anything in between. But yeah, how does your person of interest view you altogether? We're going to look into the tarot and into the oracle cards. I do not have objects. Actually, you know what? Let's choose based on colors, okay? Anyway, but this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. If you can make your selection without the use of objects, feel free to pause the video now and make your selection based on the pile that calls to you. Alright, so pile 1 is going to be the color orange. Pile 2 is going to be the color red. And pile 3 is going to be the color brown. So we have orange, red, and brown. So if this is how you would like to make your selection, pause the video and choose the color to pick the pile for you. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will meet you at your pile. Hello there, my pile ones. Welcome in. Let's get started with the tarot to see how your person views you. We have the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, Sophia, but this is represented by the Strength card, the Three of Wands, and the Empress, or the Dream Catcher. Okay, so let's get started. They see you as someone who's been through a lot emotionally, but they also see you as someone who doesn't give up easily despite all the storms that you might have faced in your life. Remember that this is a general reading, but they see you as gone through a lot, some type of devastation, whether this is maybe you lost a lot of people that have passed away, or maybe you've been going through a lot emotionally in your mental state. It's been kind of heavy on you, or you've had some type of betrayal by people that were close to you, and there's just been some type of devastation here. They see that despite all of the things that you have gone through, you still, not only are you still fighting for yourself and you're not one to give up easily, you're still super sweet, super kind and compassionate, very giving in nature, very spiritual, or they feel like you're on the right path, like you're living your purpose, or you're walking in your purpose. And even if you have some type of confusion about like where you are, where you're going, you still have a calling on your life. They see that you have a very big calling and you're living it through. You're connected, very connected maybe to some gifts. Maybe you are gifted with intuition or empathy or anything in between, like maybe clairvoyance even. But they see you as making an impact in the world, and they see you as being a guiding light to other people. Someone who just helps others freely without expecting anything in return. They value that about you. Sometimes they think you're too sweet, and there's this need for you to set up more boundaries and speak up for yourself more. But for the most part, they see that like you are on your path and nobody's going to steer you in the wrong direction. And they see you, I mean, the Empress, especially if you guys define yourselves or feel like you guys are female, like, I'm so sorry, my words are rambling. There's so much energy here present that causes me to ramble my words. But anyway, divine feminine, they see you as someone very creative, very giving, nurturing, someone who can hold their own. They see you in a high position of authority, so maybe they see you as a leader or helping just a large group of people. Maybe some of you are teachers or you're trying to be a teacher. We have a child right here, and we have this lady here sitting super tall in her elegance. So they see you in this elegant light. Very nurturing. And giving birth to a whole lot of ideas. And from whatever heartbreak or turmoil that you've gone through, you're going to take that experience and you're going to help other people around you. The Three of Wands suggests that there's something that you've been waiting on. They see that you've been waiting for something. Maybe you're waiting for this connection to blossom more, but they see you as someone who's very patient as well. Yeah. You've been super patient and encouraging. And they see that you could have anybody that you want, really, but there's something that you like in this person, and they are struggling to see what that is, because maybe they don't see themselves in the best light, but they see you in an amazing light. They really do respect you. I don't want to say that they necessarily put you on a pedestal, but they do see your worth, even if they don't really act on it or say that or show that to you as much. Maybe it's something that they keep under wraps and they keep to themselves. But they see you as a strong person overall, but like not like brute strength, just like you've overcome a lot and you're still doing all you can for other people around you. You're meant to make a difference in this world, and that's what really inspires this person to kind of want to follow you in a way or see where you're going to go, because they know that you're destined to do great things and they're kind of rooting for you on the sidelines. That makes sense? So, yeah, they see that you have a gigantic calling on your life, even if you're kind of confused and in the dark about it yourselves. Let's go to the goddesses now. We have either Bestia or Hestia. I cannot tell if this is an H or a B, but for the sake of it, I think it's Hestia. Anyway, it says home. You can see the crown around her head looking like a ray of sunshine. We have Mat, which says truth. I'm hearing truth seeker. And we have Nyx, secrets. So they see that it's not like you're not the type to open up easily to people. You have your secrets. You don't share them to everyone. You are very selective with the people that you trust. And they feel like they are one of those people that you have decided to open up to. And it means a lot to them, and they want to get to know you more. I think there's still a lot of things that they don't know about you, and they want to learn all of your secrets here. They also see you as someone who's very honest and forthcoming. You are your authentic self. You don't change who you are to fit in anywhere. So if that means that you're a lone wolf, but you're still yourself, then like that's what you are, and they kind of respect that more than you realize. You're just honest. They see you as someone who's very honest, someone who can see through the truth and the facade of people. So when someone is lying, they feel like you have the gift of like discerning if someone's lying to your face or not. Like you can read through BS. And so that kind of intimidates them just a little bit. And with home, I mean, it's pretty black and white. They see you as very loving and nurturing. That kept coming up through the Empress card. So in a way, they see you as home, like their sanctuary, their safe haven, someone that they could lean on for support, right? They like how you are mysterious. Maybe when you guys first met, they thought you were nothing but this allure of charisma and mystery. And it took a little while for you to... Sorry about that. So when they first met you, they thought that you were being represented as someone who has a lot of secrets, but over the time of knowing you, you've opened up a little bit more and more. We have some, I don't know exactly where this comes from, like what goddess this comes from. Maybe this is Greece, and I think this is like Egypt. So there could be some reference there, if that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, you're you. You're not going to change who you are to fit in anywhere, and they respect that a lot, and they see you as like home. Like you're non-judgmental to everyone. You're very open-minded, and even though you don't really open up to people easily, you still like are nice to them, and you still are your authentic self. It's just you're very guarded. They see you as someone who's guarded, and maybe it's because you've been hurt before in the past. All right, we have another goddess deck here. We have Pele, purpose. Yemaya, hope, the bringer of hope. And we have Katesh, pleasure. So this is good. So they see that like, they see that you may have like, not a bad side, but like a sensual side. What am I trying to say? Like some of you, only take if this applies, some of you may have like a little bit of a rebellious streak within you that you don't show easily to people, right? Pleasure is giving me that Queen of Wands essence, that charming, seductive, could get anyone that they want type of energy, and that's how they see you as well. With the Yemaya, hope, they see you as very uplifting, someone who is optimistic, there for everyone around you. Maybe you are kind of like a counselor to your group of friends or family members, and maybe it's weird because like maybe there are strangers who just tell you their whole life story, and you're kind of wondering, why is that? It's like you have this aura about you, this healing. You could be like a, what's it called? Some of you could be healers. Yeah, or light workers. I'm sensing that in your aura. So that's very possible. And again, kind of like the Hierophant, what that was saying, that talks about purpose and your ascension and calling. So they see that you've gone through a lot of development. You've gone through the shadow work. You've learned a lot of tough lessons, and you've been working on yourself, and you're going to make a difference in this world. And that's what they really see in you. This bringer of hope. This is what Yemaya is all about. She brings hope to everybody and reminds people to not give up fighting, and that everything that's heavy or pain and everything like that is temporary, and just to keep going is kind of like her mantra, to keep going. So yeah, you're working on, you're living your purpose. You're about to walk in it. You're already walking in your purpose, but you may not see the benefits just yet. But I do see that like you're about to, pile one. But yeah, they see you as a light bringer, giver. Like you guide people as well to their purpose and their calling. You encourage them. You maybe bring people out of a dark place. This could be what you're put on here on this earth to do. But you also have a freaky side, maybe. Okay? And they are turned on by that. Alrighty. We have power. They see you as someone who's very powerful. And again, that gives me a little bit of intimidation. That gives me that Empress vibe. We have thought. And we have faith. So you could be very spiritual or religious or both, right? You have faith in people. You see the best in people. You're connected to your to God, to Spirit, your angels perhaps. You put a lot of thought into everything you do. You really care about other people. That loving nature keeps being represented here. And maybe they sometimes think you are too much in your head at times, or that you're too self-critical of yourself. They kind of think that you're a little bit harsh on yourself sometimes. And they wish that you wouldn't do that, because they really do see you in an amazing way. And sometimes they don't think that you do the same thing for yourself. I mean, not to say that your person sees themselves in the best light either. So maybe that's what you both mirror. Like there's some insecurities that you both have in common. But at the end of the day, they see that you are a woman or a man of power. That could mean a lot of different things. So maybe they just believe that you're super gifted. You can read through people like it's nothing. Maybe they believe that you had some type of, what am I trying to say? Like you could have been a royal in a past life. There's something about your stare that's kind of intense sometimes as well, that can kind of cut through BS. So they think, whether you realize this or not, it's not like you're purposely walking and talking and staring at people with this intensity. Like you may not even be aware of like the presence that you give off sometimes. It's just in your nature. And I think that there are people in your life, even family maybe, there are people in your life that can be a bit intimidated. They don't know why they're intimidated. Even if you're the sweetest person ever, there's just a little, like, it's something about your stare, guys. Something about the way you hold yourself. It's not a bad thing at all. Don't, like, change this. I don't think you could change it if you tried, but there's something about your essence and the way you hold yourself, which is awesome. They see you as someone who's very psychically gifted with the crow, psychically inclined, and spiritually led as well. You're a deep thinker, and you don't do anything halfway. If you care for someone and you're trying to do something for somebody, like set up a gift or do something, set up a passion project, you put your all into it. With work and your career, you put your all into it. This is giving me air sign with the thought, you know, being in your head a lot. So maybe some of you could be an air sign, or your person could be an air sign. But yeah, they see you as someone who is also very intelligent. And last but not least, we have Sacred Fool. They're a fool for you. I don't know. Out of Darkness. And Red Countess. Okay. I don't know. This is kind of not telling me that, this is not giving me you. Like, this is not, for some reason, these two cards don't make me think of you. This makes me think of your person. This could be represented as you, but these two don't. Okay? Let me put these down. So, for example, maybe this is just saying they're a fool for you. And they think about you all the time, and they can't stop. They're obsessed. Maybe they're on your social media. They're keeping a close eye on you. They, even if you guys aren't like talking all the time, they're just keeping watch on you. And they're kind of head over heels for you. And they're waiting for the opportunity to come forward and take that leap of faith to like say, hey, I want to be with you. And they kind of feel like you've helped them come out of this darkness. So again, this is being represented by your person's energy. And they see you as this guiding light that's helping them get out of this place, right? Maybe when you guys met, this person was in this dark energy or hanging around people with dark, heavy vibrations. And this Red Countess, this just gives me intellect. This gives me someone who is very intellectual, very psychically inclined, and in touch with their emotions. Maybe a little quirky and weird and goofy, but beautiful also. So this is how they see you, and they wouldn't change anything about you guys, and that's everything that I am seeing here. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for my future videos that I will post, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Hello there, my Pile 2s. Welcome in. We're going to start off with the tarot to see how your person views you. Oh, my nails. Okay, let's get started. We have the Dreamer of Swords, and this is the page. Yeah, this is the Page of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So we have a lot of swords and wands, so you could be an air sign or a fire sign, or they could be an air sign or a fire sign. A little bit of water placement here as well. They see you as someone who's very defensive, okay? It's not easy to get close to you, and I think it is because of previous relationships in the past that went wrong, or maybe you just don't have that much experience when it comes to love. But for a lot of you, I feel like you guys do have experience, and you guys have been wounded before, and there could have been betrayal on your end when it came to romance, right? So they think that your guard is up. That's how they see you. They also see you as a dream come true, as a wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. You have the whole package, right? You kind of have this more masculine energy regardless if you are a female. You have this like dominance about you, like with maybe when it comes to getting what you want, maybe you're in the public eye, or maybe you, whatever job or career that you are working in, it requires you to have that more masculine energy, right? So maybe in your field, it requires that dominance. You get what you want. You don't have a hard time getting what you want. This is what they feel like. You just don't have a hard time getting your way. Not that you're manipulative. They don't see you as someone who's manipulative, but they feel like it's no problem. Like for you, if you and this person weren't like dating or talking and flirting, there would be like 3 other people to take their place. This is how they see it. Like you're very attractive, you're very charismatic and alluring and mysterious. And they feel like you are not completely truthful when it comes to your feelings, only because you're a little bit guarded. They don't see you as a liar. They just see that you don't put down your mask, right? Maybe they're trying to get close to you, but it's hard because maybe you guys don't want commitment, or you don't want to fall in right away, and you're kind of just trying to have a good time, and there is this sense of, hey, I need to protect myself so that the past doesn't repeat itself, right? And this person's trying to let you know, hey, I'm not like the other people. I care about you. I would never hurt you. They're keeping a close eye on your social media. I'm seeing that you guys are close together right now. Maybe you guys are dating, perhaps. Maybe you guys are just very close friends. But I don't see a separation at all. It's just they think that they're trying to get through to like past your wall, but you're not relenting. You're not sure if you're ready to take that next step or not. And it's not that you don't like this person. Obviously, that's why you're here. That's why you're watching this video. You do like them, but there's always this if, like, what if this happens? What if this, like, what if they hurt me? What if I get my heart broken? And so maybe you were passive in another relationship and someone kind of walked all over you, and then from then you were like, no, that ain't gonna happen again. Like, So you became more dominant, more active instead of passive. Again, this is just from your person's perspective, not mine. I'm just interpreting the cards and the energy of how your person of interest views you. They see you as hardworking. They see you as a curious soul, someone who's spontaneous, someone who likes to go with the flow, likes to try new things, and very creative. Yeah. Very creative, maybe outgoing, extroverted, or just maybe a little bit of both, like introverted and extroverted. But they can see it all with you with the Nine of Cups. They're kind of trying to manifest this to come together so that they can work their magic on you and you like accept their offer. They're scared to like approach you, and they're scared to ask you out officially because they don't know if you're going to reject them. They feel like you're not a rolling stone. They feel like you're unpredictable. So you never give the same response. If someone goes, I like you, one day on a Monday, someone goes, I like you, you might go, oh yeah, that's so sweet. But then on a Friday, if someone goes, I like you, you might have a totally different answer. They think you're unpredictable. It's part of the charm, but it gives them a lot of anxiety as well. So that's just kind of explaining things on your end as far as maybe why they haven't done anything. It's because they're a little bit intimidated. And they want you to know that they wouldn't hurt you. The Seven of Swords, like they're not this energy. Someone who's trying to get over you and mistreat you. But they're also willing to be patient for you as well because they think you're worth it, you're special, you're amazing, and they can see it all with you. Nine of Cups. They're happy when they're with you. You're very funny. You crack them up and you make them laugh. Yep, and you're witty. All right, let's go to the goddesses. We have Ellen of the Ways, Patterns. Maya, Illusion. And Gula, Healing. So maybe they see you as having to heal from a failed relationship. Again, there's some betrayal. And if it has nothing to do with romantic relationships, it can do with friendships, family relationships that have wounded you perhaps, or just life circumstances. And so that is why the Seven of Wands was here, because like you had to protect yourself and guard yourself and heal from whatever happened. And that is part of your allure with the illusion. You're kind of a mystery, right? You're hard to read is how they would explain it as well. You're just a hard nut to crack. It's hard to get close to you, and you have a lot of secrets. Kind of a familiar message from the previous pile, not gonna lie. The Patterns card is kind of letting me know that there's certain things that you do, there's certain quirks that you have. It can be, I don't know how to be more specific than, let's say that you laugh a certain way, or you do this thing with your nose when you chuckle. There's little patterns you do. that they latch onto. Like maybe every time you laugh, you do the same thing with your eyes. You kind of twitch them, or you crinkle your nose, or there's something that you do. They pay attention to every little thing is what this is letting me know. Like everything that you do, they're keeping an eye on it. So when you guys hang out, they're looking to see what are your patterns. It could be anything, and it could be something you don't even pick up on that you do. Maybe you lick your lips when you're nervous. They're looking at everything, okay? They're studying you. This is like letting me know that they're kind of wanting to study you. And I know it sounds a little weird, but trust me, it's not creepy. It's kind of adorable. They're just looking to see what they could pick up on you because, again, that moon energy, that mystery, the veil, hidden secrets, you're hard to... Now, again, this may not be for all of you, and maybe this was you in the past, but this is not you right now. It's just a message that applies for quite a lot of you, but there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you've been hurt before. And this is just letting me know that, hey, they're willing to wait and be patient. Alrighty. More goddesses. We have Eostre, new beginnings. Gaia, creation. And Rhiannon, self-trust. Okay. So you maybe had problems before trusting your gifts and your abilities, but now it's not an issue anymore because you have healed. Maybe they think you connect to animals as well. You connect to a lot of energies around you. You pick up on a lot of things. You could be like an empath, or you just sense other things. That's what this Gaia card is letting me know as well. You're very creative, mothering, or just nurturing, I mean. You could set anything to life. And you're connected to the elements. They kind of see you as magical, right? Someone who's a bit magical. And you can accomplish anything. This new beginnings card is letting me know that they want to have a fresh start with you. They see themselves building a life with you, and this is what they're hoping to have. With this Gaia here, this gives me connecting to your heart chakra, so you're very in tune with your heart space. And you are open when it comes to giving love, but maybe you haven't received it that much. But not because you've blocked off from receiving it, it's just you haven't received it. And so it's kind of like I see them wanting to do that in time. This person that you're asking about is a little bit shy. They're on the shyer side than you. So maybe vulnerability and opening up for them is also difficult. So you guys have some similarities when it comes to mysteries and having a wall and being guarded. It could just be a little bit different, but you both have that commonality. Maybe people have been doubting you and your worth before, because her story is the story of jealousy. Someone being jealous of Rhiannon and calling her names and saying something about her that just simply wasn't true because of jealousy. And then she kind of doubted herself, and then she realized, hey, no, I should never doubt myself. So that's kind of like your story as well. You bring life to every situation that you walk in with this Gaia card. Maybe they feel like you've brought new life into their life as well. You opened up their heart space without realizing that you've done so. So yeah. And they see themselves creating a new life with you as well. Sorry for the wobbling. We have transition. New beginnings. Wow. Okay, hold on. And change. And pay attention to birds and owls in nature and in your dreams. Okay? Okay, we have a child here, so maybe they would like to have a family with you, perhaps. Hold on. Okay, crazy. That is so crazy that cards just go in sync like that. New beginnings. New beginnings. All right, so they want a new beginning with you. That is a heightened message that is coming through here for you guys, pile 2, that your person wants a new phase with you, a new cycle, maybe a new start. So like if you guys have never dated or never have, you know, gone on a date, I think that is kind of what that's talking about. Maybe being public together as a couple. There's some things that I'm getting this sense of like someone wanting to show you off to people, to friends and loved ones. Say to other people like, hey, this is my girl. This is that vibe that I'm getting with the new beginnings, a new transition. Like, right, yeah, like transitioning. So maybe you guys are friends and they're wanting to transition and move on from that to something more. So it's like this is their longing. This is what they're yearning to happen. And they believe that you want the same thing as well, but they think that you're waiting on them to initiate it, and they're willing to do so, but they have to settle some things first. But change. You're adaptable to change. And they see you as someone who's seeking change. So if you're living somewhere that you don't like where you're living, or you feel that you've been doing the same routine day in and day out, and you feel stuck, like you can't really, I don't know, branch out and try something new, this person's going to try to help this come about, if that makes any sense. So, yes, I see them wanting to take this connection somewhere new, somewhere exciting, to the next level. That's beautiful. And last, but certainly not least, or yeah, last, we have the good geisha. Play your hand. And guest of honor. This is personally my favorite card. I don't use this oracle deck that much, only because it's kind of difficult to read for some reason, but the images are so beautiful that I cannot just sell it or throw it away or like throw it out. But the guest of honor, this gives me high priestess vibes, honestly. Someone who can see through masks, see through BS. Someone who's elevating, ascending, and kind of like overcoming their obstacles. Play your hand is giving me that, like, not trickster, manipulator, but someone who kind of gambles, maybe. Like maybe you just took a risk or you took a chance on this person for the fun of it. That's what they kind of think at times. But that's like their own issue. That's not your issue. And the good geisha, you can see with the beautiful images, it looks like she's crying here. So they see you as someone who is very vibrant, someone who's very maybe sensual, but also innocent and pure, but you've had a rough go of things. Like you've had a hard time lately, and they're trying to uplift your spirits, or they're going to get to a position where they're trying to lift up your spirits and make you feel better. There's this sense of someone wanting to be supportive to you, but like they haven't done so yet. But it's because of maybe they've been overworked, or they are overwhelmed themselves and they haven't really been there for you. But I see them wanting to change that for sure. Yeah. You could be very creative. just a good person in general. Someone who's about to make a name for themselves. The guest of honor. You're going to elevate. You're going places. They see you as going places. And this player hand is like you took a chance on them. Like maybe because you were bored. And then maybe they see you like later developing feelings, but they don't think it was an instant thing for you. It was an instant thing for them, but they don't think it was an instant thing for you. But overall, I see a lot of great things that are going to happen between the two of you, as this person is going to, when they're ready, initiate it all. So I hope this helped in some way. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for my future videos that I will post, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Last but not least, hello there, pile 3. Welcome in. We're going to take a look into how your person views you, how your person of interest views you. Let's start with the tarot. We have the 4 of Cups. How do they view you? The 10 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. So there's some heartbreak, okay? Maybe you guys have a history together and there was some type of separation. Maybe you guys lived together at one point. Only take that if it applies. Okay, so alrighty. They think that you've moved on from them. Okay, so like if you guys are currently dating or flirting or crushing on each other, this may not be the pile for you, because this pile is giving me some type of separation is happening. So if you are in separation, or if there is limited to no contact and there's some type of emotional distance, then this is the pile for you for sure. All right, this is specifically for you guys. They're missing you. That's coming through strongly. They have been restless, nonstop thinking about you. And they feel like if they were to come towards you, you would reject their offer, because you have since moved on with the Queen of Wands. They feel like you've moved on from them and you have healed. There's just some type of disappointment that happened here. There's some like either unrequited love, waiting around and like nothing happening the way you would like it, so you had to walk away, someone not accepting your cup of love. And so there is some heartbreak here that I am sensing on both parties, and they realize that they have hurt you and they are sorry about it. They're wanting to have another chance with you with the 10 of Pentacles, but they see you living your best life without them. Like you don't need them, you don't need anybody, you have healed, you are doing bad by yourself. Okay, pile 3, you are elevated, you are doing amazingly well with where you are, your independence, you're maybe on your A game with work and finances, and you're kind of like, goodbye, but they have not stopped thinking about you. And if you're here in this reading to ask about them, then that just indicates that you guys are not over this person either. So they see you as financially prosperous. You can hold your own. You're very beautiful. And fierce, okay? Like you've moved on. They think you've moved on from them. And it gives them some low-key anxiety, because They think about you nonstop. Even if they don't admit this. So I guess they're wondering if you would give them another chance. I do see that, like, I do see them approaching you. Some of you would probably hear them out and maybe not necessarily just jump right into this, depending on what happened between the two of you, because there is some heartbreak and someone needs to apologize here, depending on the severity of that. Like, you might give them another chance, but I do see them coming towards you, but it's up in the air. Some of you are going to be like, no, and then some of you are going to say, okay, I'll hear you out, but maybe, and then some of you are going to go, yes, let's do this. Because of this Ten of Pentacles, it's like they want to share your happiness. They see you as someone who's very happy with where you are. Like, of course, you may have some stresses with things in your life like everybody else, especially with the time that we're still in, you know, but they see you as being secure. And it's not like they're trying to take anything or smooch anything from you. They just want to share in that happiness with you. And they kind of want to have a resolution with you with the Three of Swords to amend their wrongs. And say like, hey, what I did was wrong. Me just kind of discrediting you or not accepting your offer, not wanting to take things to the next level. I apologize about that. I was too much in my head here. There was so much going on, but I have no excuse for it. Will you give me another chance? So that's the message coming through here. It's slightly different from the other piles, but it's like your person really wants to communicate to you because they miss you heavily, and that is the message that is coming through. But they see you like... So sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, they see you as someone who holds their own. Let's keep going. Let's go to the goddesses now. We have Freya, radical acceptance. Yastre, new beginnings. And Lakshmi, fortune. Yeah, what did I say? Miss Independent. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, they see you as having that bag. Okay, making a name for themselves. Yeah. They're longing to have a new beginning with you, but they also see that you have just done this for yourself. Like, you've made a name for yourself. You're prosperous. You're abundant in everything that you do, and they're happy for you. Be careful, though, because maybe some of them may want to smooch off of you. Use your discernment on that, though. I'm not saying that's the case for all of you, but for some of you, that could very well be the case. So just be on the lookout for that. Anyway, radical acceptance. So they see that they view you as accepting all of their flaws in the moment when you two were talking with one another, but they didn't grace you with the same thing, I guess you did for them. And so there's that apologetic energy coming through. They see that you don't have a hard time bouncing back. When something bad happens, you just bounce right back up and dust yourself off and start fresh, and they really admire that about you. You're very hardworking. You are a go-getter. Nothing is handed to you. You do all of this yourself through blood, sweat, and tears, okay? So I'm just sensing someone who's very proud of you and how far you've come. We have Bast Play, Eggshell Release, and Freya, Irresistibility. Okay, pile 3. You are irresistible. Everything about you, from the way you look, from the way you move, the way you hold yourself together, the way you talk, the way you dress, okay? They could be very stylish in what you wear. There's just this allure about you that is irresistible. Like, they cannot get enough of you. And they feel so silly and stupid to have let that go. They feel, again, with this release card, you see this creepy, like, face. They see you as moving on, like you've already moved on from them. And you don't look back, or you won't look back. So, yeah. They feel as if they come back and you hear them out and you guys talk, you might play games with them a little bit. Alright? Or you might exact revenge in some way. That won't be the case. This is not applicable for all of you. But yeah, you are very adventurous in spirit. You can be a little bit unpredictable. You have no problem cutting ties, you know, when you need to. And you bounce right back up and dust yourself off. And you're just overall irresistible in everything, in all of your essence, right? And you probably have so many people fawning over you. This is what they're thinking. This is from their perspective. You have so many people fawning for your attention. Why? Because you hold your own. And you're a boss-ass bitch. Okay? That's how they see you. Okay, pile 3. So they're wondering, hey, will you give me another chance? And they probably like see you going, no, go away. Some of you might, because why else would you be here if you didn't still have feelings for them, right? But some of you may be plotting revenge, right? Just some of you. Okay, guys. I'm not even going to say anything, but yeah. Overall, they drool over you. They are thinking about you. They think about you all the time. They've probably had dreams of you as well. Maybe some of them have done some spell work also. Okay, we have compassion, hope, and enchantment. What do you guys got in y'all's arsenal tank, pile 3? They are enchanted by you. That beauty, okay? It could be the outside beauty and the inside beauty. Just everything about you is alluring to this person and they can't get enough of you. And that's why maybe some of them are on your social media looking at what you are up to. Hold on one second. You also have a lot of compassion, right? You're very giving, or you were very giving. Maybe they feel like you've gone cold on them, which they wouldn't. They would be completely understanding for that because of how they handled things in the past. But they're holding on hope that you two will come back together. They're hoping that you're in this position as well, that you're hoping for this. But I know that this is mostly from their perspective. They're holding on to hope that you two will come back together, make amends, have closure issues, lay out everything on the table, them apologize to you, you accepting their apology, and then you two can have a fresh start and a new beginning. And they're being super jealous. They're wondering who you're giving your energy to, who you're giving your time to. This is also giving me that pinnacle energy. So you holding your own financially. But yeah, you were like a warm place to lie their head, some place that they could turn to. You were always there for them, and it was like they never returned the favor to you, or it was not quite the same, like you put in more effort than they did. And that's why it all adds up to their allure. You're kind of like a siren to them. You're kind of like calling them back. Even if you're not calling them back, they feel like you're calling them back to you, or you've enchanted them with a spell or something, and so now they cannot seem to move on. And last but not least, We have Sweetheart, Supernova, and Rah, Rah, Rah. Okay. What have you done? Have you casted a spell on them, pile 3? Okay, Witchow's bad self. Okay, all of these are boss-ass cards. Especially the Rah 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 and the Supernova. Like, you completely swept them off their feet, and they, I mean, it's kind of like they had a tower moment because they didn't realize what they had in front of them until they probably let you go or just walked away, and it's kind of like their loss now. So, they view you as very, again, prosperous, independent, fierce, powerful, gifted, intimidating, enchanting. And with the Supernova, you're kind of like magical as well. You have the cosmos at your fingertips, even. And with this Sweetheart card, it's like you're sweet, but you have kind of like a dark side as well. If you could see what's going on with her mouth, there's that something going on behind the scenes. But they're going to make their way to you when they find the courage to do so, because again, they're seeing you as this. And so they're kind of shaking and quaking at the knees to come approach you at your throne or something like that. They're a little bit intimidated, but they know that it's worth it. Even if you reject them, it would be worth it than like them just not trying at all, and then they would be filled with regret. They would be more regretful if they didn't try than if they did try and you reject them. So that is what I am seeing for you guys, pile 3. They're going to try to apologize, and of course you have free reign and free will to do what you want to do, which I'm sure you didn't even need me to tell you that. But anyway, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated on future content that I post, and be on the lookout for the future videos that I will put out. I put out 2 videos every week. I will see you lovely souls next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.